Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video on Jeremy Brown's twin turbo Mustang. Now, it does have a 2018 front end. So actually, when I really didn't know too much about Jeremy's car, and let's back up a little bit. I think his car was down for like a year, and he recently switched over to Paramount Speed. If you guys don't know who Paramount is, they moved from California. I actually met them at a private rental like a year and a half ago maybe, when I was still on the stock motor trying to do the stock motor record. And super nice guys. They had literally drove all the way from California all the way over to Georgia, and then on the way back from Georgia they stopped in Oklahoma City and did a private rental with myself, Chase Lautenbach, Kyle Loftus, and a bunch of other people that were just trying to run some numbers. And that was the first time I met them and Whipple Rob. It was a good time. And essentially, literally, I don't know, a couple weeks after that, they had started their move to Texas. So they actually moved their shop, Paramount Speed, which was really successful in California, and they moved it over to Texas, obviously, because Texas, you know, Texas is always the best place to be for a business. So they moved over to Texas, and they've made a pretty big impact on the Mustang community already. And Jeremy Brown ended up taking his Mustang over to Paramount for them to rebuild his car. I know he added like an 850 cage. I think they redid the motor, maybe upgraded the turbos. They put a glide in it. So essentially it's a twin turbo car, built Coyote, Power Glide, and tuned by none other than, well, you know, Lund Racing. So of course it's going to be fast. So of course he's got the setup to go literally just as fast as mine, if not faster, which is what he did. He, I think the first time out, his car went like 8.1 or something off the trailer. Freaking impressive. And it was doing some crazy ass wheelies. So they reached out, got some suspension done on the car, did some Viking coilovers from Kelly Aiken over at Keltrack, and they got that car dialed in. And literally his first 7-second pass, I think, was like a 760 something. Like, it was insane, 180 mile an hour, and the car just went down the track with ease. So I was really excited to finally see the car run. So I went to T&E Promotions winter warm-up that they had over the weekend. Streetcar Joe was testing the Fox body for the first time. Kevin had his Charger out, which I think he's got some videos on already. And then I wanted to come out and watch some of the Mustangs, so I figured I'd film a few. And his car in particular, I really wanted to film because it's, you know, it's tuned by Lund Racing. It's kind of a similar setup to mine, although it's twins, but similar setup, built Coyote. He had a Glide, I have a Turbo 400, both stock rear ends, just with some axles. But his car freaking gets down. So he ended up entering the boosted street class. Now, what I really liked about the rules for the boosted street class, all the rules were awesome, but probably the best rule was, and it was perfect for my car and cars like his, was that the weight minimum was like 3,400 pounds. So I think Jeremy said his car weighs closer to 3,600. Mine's slightly lighter than his, but 3,400 is awesome because it kicks out all the Fox bodies, which nothing against Fox bodies, but it does. It kicks out all the Fox bodies, and it can even kick out a lot of F bodies unless they're a little heavier. But typically, the F bodies wouldn't be able to race in that class either, besides Aaron's, which he made to the finals, and you guys saw that in the last race. So our buddy Aaron, he's got the silver F body. He made to the finals and actually won. Jeremy had some transmission issues on that last pass. But anyways, that friggin' class is perfect. I think that rule is awesome, 3,400. It gets some of the newer cars like mine, like the S550, S197, some of the F bodies, some newer Camaros, Corvettes. It gives them a little bit better chance of not having to race some Fox bodies all the time. Because the problem is, whenever I go to like Streetcar Takeover or any of the local races, there's hundreds of Fox bodies because they're super light. And they put these super powerful platforms in them, and it's just tough to compete with when you got a newer car that starts out at like 4,200 pounds. So I do really congratulate Aaron on winning that class, but I think that rule is perfect. So hopefully they do that race again a few times next year. But anyways, Jeremy made it all the way to the finals, and it would have been a super good run. I'm pretty sure Jeremy would have won actually if he didn't have transmission issues, but you guys know how that goes. That's racing. But he is now currently the fastest IRS S550 car in the world, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure he's on a stock rear diff. I don't think he has the 9-inch IRS conversion from G-Force or Drive Shaft Shop yet, which I'm the same way. I still got my stock diff up in there. You can see it. So, I still got my stock 315 diff in there, which, oh, almost just tripped over something, which you guys will see that my car, if you guys have been paying attention for a little bit, my car is about to make some huge changes. And I do have some videos coming up on that, but I really wanted to highlight Jeremy's car because it is a really badass build. He's getting, he is tuned by Lund Racing, which is also cool because that's who tunes my car. And he was just out there making some killer passes. So that car is probably going to go a lot faster. I'm not sure what the goals for that car is or what they're going to do to take it to the next step, but that thing is freaking killer. So huge shout out to Paramount for building the car, Lund Racing for doing the tuning on it, and Jeremy driving a badass car. That thing freaking scoots. So there it is. I think he ended up going 762. I think he's gone as high as like 181, 182 mile an hour. I mean, that thing is freaking moving. So that's the fastest S550 IRS car right now. I think it definitely has a lot more in it. The air was pretty good that day. The track was probably better on Friday, but I don't think they were able to make it out Friday to the private rental. The track was a little bit better Friday, but the air was really good Saturday. So I'm sure that car has more left in it. I think there were, I don't want to say exact boost numbers because they did tell me what it was on, but it definitely has a lot more boost left in it. But you know how it is. You can only turn it up so much to what the track will hold. So that car definitely has more in it. I'm sure it'll go, I'm sure it's got a 740 in it, probably. I don't know about 730, maybe they'll have to lose some weight. But that car definitely has some more in it, so I'm really excited to see where they go with it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I've got tons of videos coming from the T&E Promotions Winter Warm-Up. I don't have a ton, but I got a couple videos, Streetcar Joe's, Fox Body, a couple other cars that were there, did some highlights on them. And then we'll get to the updates on the Mustang because literally standing right under me is a huge update to the car, and standing on the other side of the car is another huge update. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, keep up with the content. I will see you guys on the next one.